Good day everyone. So for this video, we are going to discuss about solving problems involving sets. What you will learn: apply set operations to solve a variety of word problems, solve word problems involving sets with the use of Venn diagram. So choose the correct set notation for each Venn diagram. So for example, we have A union B. So, paano natin i-represent ang A union B sa Venn diagram? Of course, we have set A and set B. So, the circle represents the set A, the green circle, and the orange one represents the set B. So, when we say A union B, we have to shade both circles. So, that means it represents A union B. How about A prime intersection B? So, when we say A prime, hindi natin isasama yung mismong A. So, hindi natin isasama to. Ang kasama lang ay itong nasa labas. Yan, yung kulay black. And itong part ng B. Yan. So, when we say A prime intersection B, ang tinutukoy lang dito ay itong part na to. So, that means this part is A prime intersection B. Next, A intersection B. So, we have set A, set B. Of course, the intersection is yung common element nila. So, this is the A intersection B. Next, we have A intersection B prime. So, this part represents the A intersection B. But we are talking about the complement. So, this one represents the complement or the A intersection B prime. So, that means this intersection does not belong. So, we are going to shade yung labas and the two circle except dun sa kanilang intersection. So, this is the A intersection B prime. So, this Venn diagram represents A intersection B prime. Next, A union B prime. So, when we say A union B, so this is A union B. But we are going to get the complement. So, ibig sabihin, hindi kasama itong naka-shade na to. So, ang isi-shade natin ay yung kanilang labas. So, that is A union B prime. A prime. So, this is A. So, naka-shade yung A. So, when we say A prime, hindi natin siya isi-shade. Hindi kasama yung lahat ng nandito sa A. So, ang isi-shade natin ay yung labas. So, this is the A prime. Yung naka-shade ng orange. Okay? So, given set A has the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set B has the element 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set C has the element 1, 5, 8, 9, 10. So, let us represent these elements into Venn diagram. So, set A. So, ayan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, set B. So, makikita nyo, meron silang common element. Kaya nag-overlap yung dalawang circle or Venn diagram. So, this one, yan ang kanilang common element. Then, next, okay. So for set C, common element, 1, 5, 8. So, ang pinaka-common element ng tatlong set is 5. So, let us have word problems. So, Venn diagram in case of two elements were, so we have here two Venn diagram. So, the first one, it is set A. The second one is set B. So, X represents the number of elements that belong to set A only. So, when we say set A only, hindi kasama yung intersection. Ito lang. Yan. Hindi kasama ito yung intersection nila sa B. Okay, so for Y, it represents the number of elements that belong to set B only. Set B only, hindi kasama yung kanilang intersection. Z represents the number of elements that belong to set A and B, both. So, A intersection B. So, Z, so ito siya yung kanilang intersection or common element. And W represents the number of elements that belong to none of the sets A or B. So, nasa labas siya ng dalawang set. And of course, from the figure, it is clear that the cardinality of A is equal to x plus y. So, paano natin mabibilang yung elements ng A? So, i-add lang natin yung values ng x and values ng y. So, it represents the number of elements in set A. Yan. Yan yung set A. So, bibilangin lang. I-add natin yan. For the cardinality of set B is equal to y plus z. So, for set B, so ito yung sakop ng set B. So, para mabilang mo yung element niya, you have to add y and z, or the values for y and z. The cardinality of A intersection B is equal to y. So, this represents the number of elements for the intersection of the two sets. The cardinality of A union B, so if we want to get the cardinality of A union B, we have to add the values for x, y, and z. The total number of universal set, of course, when we get the universal set, we have to add all the number of elements, so including x, y, z, and w. Okay, for example number 1. 150 grade 7 students were interviewed about their favorite subjects. The results of the interview are shown below. So 85 likes math class, 70 like English class, 50 like both math and English class. So let us represent English as the red circle and math as the blue circle. That is our Venn diagram. Okay, so in answering this, we have to get first the intersection of the two sets. So we have English and math. So the intersection are the numbers of students who like English and math, both subjects. So we have here 50 students like both math and English class. So we have here 50. Now, there are 85 students like math class. So we have here 50 students who like math and English. We have to subtract 50 from 85. So 85 minus 50. So we have here 35. So there are 35. That means 35 students like math class only. So this part, math class only. They don't like English. Okay, let's proceed to another one. So 70 like English class. So we have to subtract 50 again from 70. So 70 minus 50, so we have 20. So there are 20 students who like English only. If we add this 120 plus 50, we have 70. And this one, 50 plus 35, we have 85 students who like math class. So, if we're going to add these numbers, if we're going to get the E union M, or E represents for English and M represents for math. So, we will get 20 plus 50 plus 35. So, the answer is 105. yung kabuuan ng mga bata na in-interview na gusto nila yung math at English ay 105 lang. But we have 150 grade 7 students. So meaning, merong mga bata na ayaw ng English at math. So we are going to subtract 105 from 150. So 150 minus 105, we can get 45. Yan. So ilalagay lang natin yung 45 dito sa labas ng dalawang Venn diagram. Ibig sabihin, sila yung mga students na ayaw ng English at math. Example number 2. A group of 25 high school students were asked whether they use either Facebook or Twitter or both. 15 of the students use Facebook. 12 use Twitter. So the question, how many use Facebook only? How many use Twitter only? So that means in letter A, how many use Facebook only? So these are the students who use Facebook but not Twitter. Question letter B, how many use Twitter only? So that means these are the students who use Twitter but not Facebook. Letter C, how many use both social networking sites? So how many students use both Twitter and Facebook? So let us answer letter A. How many use Facebook only? So remember, let us represent the number of elements of Facebook only as X. And the number of elements who use, or the number of students who use Facebook and Twitter, let us represent it as Y. And let us represent Z for those students who use Twitter only. So we have here the total of 25 high school students. So that means if we add these three, X plus Y plus Z, we have 25 students. It represents the cardinality of Facebook union Twitter. So the cardinality of Facebook union Twitter is equal to X plus Y plus Z. So we have here X plus Y plus Z is equal to 25. So the question, how many use Facebook only? So let us subtract those students who use Twitter. We have here 12. So 12 students use Twitter. So the cardinality of the students who use Twitter is equal to Y plus Z. Okay, so this one. Yan, Y plus Z. So the cardinality of student who use Twitter, so Y plus Z is equal to 12. Because 12 students use Twitter. So let us subtract this 12. The answer is 13. So that means 13 students use Facebook only. Okay? So Facebook only, we have 13. Next, how many use Twitter only? So let us use again the cardinality of Facebook union Twitter is equal to X plus Y plus Z. So when we add X plus Y plus Z is equal to 25. Now we are going to subtract the number of students who use Facebook, so which is 15. So the cardinality of F is equal to this is X, okay, X plus Y. So the cardinality of F is equal to 15. So we have here, we have to subtract. So the answer will be Z is equal to 10. So the number of students who use Twitter only is 10. Okay, so remember, we have 25 students who use this social media. We already have 13, 10, and we need to find the intersection, which is Y. So if we are going to add this one, 13, so we have 13 plus 10 Okay, so we have 23. Now, in total, we have 25 students. So, we are just going to subtract 23 from 25. So, 25 minus 23, we have 2. So, that means the intersection here is 2, or the number of students who use both Facebook and Twitter is 2. Venn diagram in case of 3 elements. So, kanina dalawang set lang. Ngayon, tatlong set. So, in filling out the entries in 3 circles, always start from the innermost part. So, yung pinaka-intersection nilang tatlo, dun ka magsisimula. Then, yung intersection ng dalawa, yan, yung dalawang set. Okay? Then, go outward direction, A and B, not C, A and C, not B, B and C, not A. Then, lastly, only A, only B, and only C. Okay, for example, a survey of 100 students revealed that 30 played tennis, 25 played golf, and 40 played baseball. 10 played both tennis and golf, 15 played both golf and baseball, 20 played both tennis and baseball, and 8 played all three. So how many played tennis only? How many played golf only? How many played baseball only? How many did not play any of the three? So let us start to the innermost, or the intersection of the three, the tennis, baseball, and golf. So we have here 8 played all three. So lalagay natin dyan 8, pinakagitna. Then we can solve tennis and golf. How many students played tennis and golf? So we have here 10 played both tennis and golf. So tinutukoy niya ito, yan. So yung circle nila, yan, shade natin. Sabi 10 students played both tennis and golf. Yan. So meron ka nang nakalagay ditong 8. At sabi, meron daw 10 na naglaro ng tennis at golf. Meron ka ng 8. So, ang kulang na lang ay 2. Para maging 10. Kasi 10 played both tennis and golf. So, that is their intersection of the two sports. Next, we have 15 played both golf and baseball. Golf and baseball. Let us shade. So, nandito yung intersection ng golf at baseball. Yan, yung dalawang circle na yan. So, sabi, 15. So, meron ka na ditong nakalagay na 8. Yan, meron ka nang nakalagay na 8. Ilan na lang ang kulang para maging 15? So, we have here 7. Yan. Okay, next, we have 20 played both tennis and baseball. So, shade natin yung part ng intersection ng tennis and baseball. Ayan. So, ang sabi, 20 played both tennis and baseball. Eh, meron ka nang nakalagay na 8. So, ilan na lang ang kulang para maging 20? So, ang kulang na lang ay 12. Yan. So, para maging 20. Next, punta tayo dito sa tennis. Tennis only. So, pag sinabing tennis only, hindi kasama yung mga intersection na yan. Yan, hindi kasama yung mga intersection. So, how many students played tennis only? So, there are 30 played tennis. So, 30, meron dito sa tennis, yung kabuuan ng tennis. Meron ka ng 2, 8, at saka 12. So, 30 yung kabuuan, pero meron ka ng 2, 8, at saka 12. So, add natin. 2 plus 8 plus 12 So, we have 22. So, meron ka na agad 22. Ilan na lang ang kulang para maging 30? So, ang kulang na lang ay 8. So, ibig sabihin yan, 8 students played tennis only. Let's proceed to golf. Sabi dito, 25 played golf. So, sa golf, meron ka ng dito, sa part na to. Yan. Meron ka ng 2, 8, at 7. So, sabi 25 daw yung naglaro. So, add natin yung 2 plus 8 plus 7 is equal to 17. So, there are 25 students who played golf. So, ma-minus natin yung 17 sa 25. 25 minus 17. So, we have here 8. Okay. So, that means 8 students played golf only. Last part, baseball. So, we have here 40 played baseball. Okay, so we have here 40 played baseball. So, meron ka ng, dito sa part ng baseball, yung kulay green na circle, meron ka ng 12, 8, at 7. So, i-add natin lahat. 7 plus 8 plus 12 is equal to 27. So, ang gagawin natin sa 27, ima-minus natin siya sa 40. So, 40 minus 27. So, we have 13. So, 13 played baseball only. Okay? So, next question. How many did not play any of the 3? So, ilan daw yung hindi naglaro? So, ang gagawin natin, i-add natin lahat ng number na nasa loob ng Venn diagram. Okay, so we have 8 plus 2. Ayan, 2 plus 8 plus 12. Okay, plus 8 plus 7 plus 13. Okay, add natin. 8 plus 2, 10, plus 8, 18, plus 12, 30, plus 8, 38, plus 7, 45, plus 13, 58. So, the answer is 58. So, 58 lahat yung naglaro ng sports. Okay, so we have here 100 students. So, 58 lahat yung naglaro. Ima-minus lang natin yung 58 sa 100. So, 100 minus 58. So, we have here 42. So, there are 42 students who did not play any of the 3 sports. So, ilalagay natin siya dito sa labas ng Venn diagram. Erase natin yan. Okay. So, that is our answer. Try this. A teacher announces that out of 35 students in class, 25 passed both math and science, 30 passed the math test, and 28 passed the science test. How many students did not pass either math or science test? Okay, so unahin natin yung intersection. So, ang intersection nila is 25. So, 25 passed both math and science. So, parehong naipasa niyang dalawang subject. So, lagay natin 25. So, 30 pass math test. So, yung 30, dito sa math, yan, ito yung math. Shade natin yan. So, sabi, 30 daw yung nakapasa sa math. Eh, meron ka na agad dito 25 na nakapasa. So, ilan na lang ang kulang? So, ang kulang ay 5. Kaya ilalagay natin dyan ay 5. Yan. So, let's proceed to science. So, 28 passed the science test. So, yung science, ayan, meron ka na agad nakalagay na 25. So, 25 students nakapasa sa science dito. At ang kabuuan nakapasa sa science is 28. So, ilan na lang ang kulang? So, we have 3. Ayan, para maging 28. Yan. So, that is our answer. So, how many students did not pass either math or science? So, add muna natin lahat yan. So, 5 plus 25 plus 3, we have 33. Ibig sabihin, 33 yung pumasa sa mga subjects. So, ang tanong, how many students did not pass either math or science? So, walang naipasa. So, we have 35 students. 33 yung mga pumasa. So, we have to subtract 35 minus 33. We have 2. So, lalagay natin si 2 dito sa labas ng Venn diagram. Ayan. So, that is our answer.